Hello, my name is Kaitlyn and welcome to Wellness for All exercise videos. Today we'll be doing some stretching. Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. You can have your legs crossed or straight out in front of you. And then we'll begin with some nice deep breaths. Settling into the moment. Being proud of yourself for making time to do this video. And breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Relaxing through the shoulders. Next, beginning to find some movement through the neck. Going nice and easy, no need to rush. And notice if there's any areas where you feel tense or tight. You're welcome to pause in those areas and take a few deep breaths if you would like to. When you're ready, you can switch and go in the opposite direction. All the way up and around. Focusing on the breath. Letting go of any stress or tension that we have been holding in the neck and the shoulders. Next, we'll bring the chin up, opening up through the chest. You can bring the hands back behind you if you'd like, and then we'll find a rounded position. Next, find a stretch between the shoulder blades. We'll just go back and forth between these two postures, finding some movement through the upper spine. Inhaling as you open up, and exhaling as you begin to round in, accentuating these stretches a little bit more each time. Next, we'll take one arm out to the side. Big breath in, reach the arm up and over, finding a nice side body stretch. You can find a little movement if you'd like to. Inhale, arm back up, and exhale that arm all the way back down by your side. Same thing, other side. Inhale, arm extends out and up, and we exhale, coming into the stretch, going as far as you feel comfortable today. Inhale up and exhale that arm down. Very nice, good job. Next, we'll take the arm and cross it to the opposite knee, and then the other arm will come behind. We're coming into a seated twist here. So again, going as far as you feel comfortable and working towards looking over that back shoulder. When you're ready, gently returning back to center and trying the same thing on the opposite side. Great job. We'll come back to center. This time we're going to extend one leg out straight, the other leg will be in, and begin pointing and flexing through that straightened leg, feeling a nice stretch in the calf muscle. From here we're going to take the opposite arm up and find a side body stretch here, leaning forward over that straightened leg. And then that hand will come down. So we have one hand on either side of our leg that is extended. You can walk the hands in closer to you or walk them further out towards the foot. Just find what feels comfortable for you today. We want to feel a gentle stretch, but no pain. Here we're stretching through the hamstring. You might even feel it in the back as well. Then we'll slowly begin to roll up through the spine. Coming back to a neutral position, bringing that extended leg in and taking the other leg out. Maybe rolling the shoulders down and back a little bit, and then we'll again find some movement through that foot pointing and flexing. This is great if you're on your feet a lot, just getting some circulation to the lower limbs is always a good practice to do. Taking that arm up and stretching over towards that extended leg. Trying to keep our chest lifted. You can think of bringing that thumb back behind you a little bit, opening up through the chest. And then we'll bring that extended arm down, framing the leg and lowering the chest down towards that leg as far as you feel comfortable. Working to relax the shoulders down, relax the weight of the head down. Softening through the back and taking nice deep breaths. When you're ready, we'll slowly roll up through the spine once more. Great work. This time, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. If this is comfortable for you, and we're going to work on opening up a bit through the hips. So the elbows are going to come onto the inside of the knees. And if you would like to, you can relax the chest down towards the feet just as far until you feel that stretch. Nice deep breaths here. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you're welcome to bring the heels in closer to your center, or take the hands out in front of you. You can find what feels comfortable for you today. Allowing the hips to relax into that stretch. Working our way back up, closing the knees, hands come behind us. Now we'll find some movement, bringing the knees side to side. This is a great stretch. If you have any lower back or hip pain, this is great to work on the mobility of the hip joints. You can feel a nice stretch in that outer hip area. Then when you're ready, we'll slowly transition onto all fours on our hands and knees. Spreading the fingers out wide, stacking the shoulders over top of the wrists, And we'll come to an arched position, the flexion of the spine. This is great if you have any upper back pain as well. And then finding a rounded position. We'll be working through these two postures, arching and then rounding in. You can find any additional movement that feels comfortable for you today. Inhaling, opening up, and exhaling, rounding in, feeling that stretch between the shoulder blades. Next, we'll bring the hip over to one side, looking then in the opposite direction. And then slowly transition, hips come over to the other side, and we bring the head in that opposite direction. Just again finding some stretching in that outer hip and glute area. Now engaging through the core, working on a little bit of balance here, a little bit of strength. We'll extend through the right arm, thumb pointing up, and then lowering that hand back down. Same thing on the other side, extending through that left arm, just lifting it as high as your ears, and lowering back down. Very good job. We'll try the same thing with the legs now, extending through that left leg out behind us. Think of engaging through your core muscles. Lowering the knee back down and trying it on that other side as well. Trying to keep balance between both hands. And releasing back down when you're ready. Great job. Go ahead and come off of the hands. We're going to just roll out the wrists a little bit. Shaking it out. Very good. Now from here, we'll extend the legs out long in front of us. We will bend the knees. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale, arms up. And we're going to exhale, coming into a seated forward fold. The goal here is to find your stopping point here where you feel that stretch. You can bring the hands onto the knees if you'd like to, or the shins. Or you can bring the hands down on either side of the legs, resting on the floor. Wherever you want to be today, you can pause here, take nice deep breaths. If you'd like to further deepen the stretch, you can begin to straighten through the legs as well. Nice inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth. Very good. We'll slowly come back up. Cross the right knee over. The left elbow is going to come and wrap around that right knee. Good. And looking over the back shoulder there. Coming back through, relaxing that right leg down, crossing the left leg over. The more that you hug that knee in towards you, the more you're going to feel that stretch in that outer hip area. So the right arm is hugging that left knee in. We're taking the left arm back behind us, relaxing through the shoulders and taking deep breaths. We'll come out of that stretch and we'll come down onto our back. Knees will be bent here. Arms come out to the side, resting on the floor. You're going to find that movement again here, bringing the knees side to side like windshield wipers. Good, just working on some more mobility through the hips and the lower back. Can also be a nice little massage for the glutes and the sides of the hips as well. We'll return back to center. Lift the right leg up, and we're going to bring our hands to the back of that leg. If you'd like, you can extend that left leg all the way down onto the mat. We're going to find some movement through that right ankle, rolling it out in circles. This is again great for circulation, allowing the blood to flow in the opposite direction as the leg is lifted. Then we'll bend that right knee, hug it into our chest. When you're ready, we will slowly lower that leg all the way down onto the mat. Same thing on this left leg, extending it up. Hands come behind that knee, and we'll find some movement through the ankle. This is good to move the foot in this way, and you're also getting a stretch through the hamstring area as well. Bending that left knee, hugging it in towards the chest. You may feel a stretch through that opposite hip. And release that leg down. We're coming into a figure 4 stretch here. So the left knee will be bent, foot on the ground, and the right foot will be on top of the left knee. Hands come behind the left leg where they were before on the hamstring. You're going to feel a big stretch here in that left glute area. This one is a really good one if you have any type of sciatic pain or soreness in the lower back and hips. This stretch can be very intense, so you can always do it with that left foot on the ground. Try the same thing on the other side here, bringing that left foot on top of the right knee, either staying right here or beginning to lift that right foot off of the mat. Hands come behind the right knee, and we take some really deep breaths here, allowing our muscles to relax into the stretch. Both feet are flexed here as well. Relax that right foot down, uncross the left. Hands come down by our sides now, and we're coming into a bridge position, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. And holding here, keeping a space in between the chin and the chest. This is a good one to open up through the hip flexors, as well as strengthen through the lower back. Gently relax down, come into a tight little ball here, bringing the knees into the chest. You can round all the way up, and then when you're ready, extend all the way down into a full extended laying position on your mat. Arms can rest out to the side. You can take the legs out a little bit further apart if you'd like to. We're coming into our final resting position here. thanking yourself for showing up today and doing something beneficial for your health and your well-being. You can stay here as long as you would like to, taking nice deep breaths. When you're ready, you can gently open the eyes, find some movement through the hands and the feet, and then we'll turn on to one side. We'll be pausing here for a moment, then making our way all the way back up to a comfortable seated position. Hands will come out to the side, and we'll take a deep breath in, lifting the arms up, palms come together, and then we'll lower them down to our heart, gently bowing chin to chest. May we go in grace and peace today. God bless you.